Hello, welcome to Lemon Studios, where we talk anything and everything entertainment. I'm, of course, the Lemon himself, Zeke Lemon, and this is my review for the January 27th, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw. But before we get into that, let's get the house clean out of the way. Shari, I'm to leave a like. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on Monday Night Raw, and of course, hit that subscribe button as it helps me grow into my YouTube career. I would greatly appreciate that. All that out of the way, let's get into the review, Shari. So, the final Monday Night Raw before we head into WrestleMania season, because the Royal Rumble is this Saturday. And I gotta say, to me, this was one of the best go-home shows that they have done in quite some time. I think it tops last year's. And I thought last year's go-home show was pretty good as well. And what they've done such a good job with WWE anyway, on the men's Rumble anyway, the women's Rumble we can talk about. But I think for what they did with the women's Rumble, they did a swell job with that as well, is that there's not a clear winner. And it's all story-driven. And it's just like, okay, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that match at Mania. Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing that matchup at Mania. And what I like that's so different that they did here than any of the other Rumbles seasons, because usually on the go-home show, you get that whole everyone's in at the ring towards the end of the show. Everyone's throwing each other over the top rope. It's like pure mayhem. And Michael Cole goes, "Is this how the Rumble's gonna be Saturday?" We didn't get any of that. We just got promos and talk-offs about like, hey, if I win, I'm coming for you. Or maybe I'll go for you. Or no, I am going to come for you, and this is why I'm going to do it. And I just got to say, that's just much more intriguing going through. I mean, that final promo between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, my God, it was just really, really good. And I love how they made the WWE title almost like the ring from Lord of the Rings, where he's like, yeah, Cody, first, you were desirable, you were happy-go-lucky, you had a bunch of friends, a lot of people by your side, and now look at you, all alone, you look begrunted, you look more tired, you look all these different things, and someone's going to come up and take that title away from you, and that's the good thing. The bad thing is, it's going to be me, and I'm your friend, and I'm going to stab you from the front, because that's what a real friend will do. And I just thought that whole promo segment was really good. And then the contrast to that of the World Heavyweight title when we kicked off with Gunther, where, it's the World Heavyweight Championship is almost about elevating yourself or finding a self or just going to a whole other level. Because Gunther, I think, has really come into his own when he became World Heavyweight Champion. Seth Rollins went to a whole other level. Damian Priest, we can all agree, he really found himself when he became World Heavyweight Champion. And Drew McIntyre has been the run on his life. Even though he held the title for 12 seconds, has been on the greatest run that he has ever been in WWE. So showing the storytelling within the two different titles and what the two different world titles mean, it causes a lot of intrigue within that. And also the other thing, now that we do have two credible world champions, it doesn't make it clear on who's going to win as well either, because in past years it's like, yeah, it had to be Cody, and whoever does win, obviously they're going to pick Roman, because obviously you want to be the one in 1,300 days or however long that title reign was. Now it's like, Gunther's pretty good. He's held the belt for quite some time, has been a champion 70% of his career, so on and so forth, or whatever the stat was that they said on Saturday Night's Main Event and on last night's on Raw. And then Cody Rhodes, who's held the belt for a whole entire year. There's just a lot of different ways that we can go about it. The Rumble match is just so much more intriguing than it probably ever has been in quite some time. As for the Raw itself, though, because, yeah, it got me pumped and ready to go for this Saturday, which was the main point of this episode. But I am very intrigued by, the other things within it. I am even intrigued by the women's Rumble as well, even though, yes, the build could have been a lot better. I am still very intrigued to see how it goes. As for Lyra Valkyria being it, because I did see some disagreement on why she's even involved, because she's the Women's IC Champion. Sure, the booking hasn't been great because, she won the belt. One, you removed the championship from the debut episode on Netflix to the week after, which is less eyes. Then, after she wins it, you have a video package for her. She's not in the ring, and then she's doing a backstage segment. Yeah, no, that is bad, but I do think we are heading somewhere, because I do think Becky Lynch is coming back at the Rumble, and I do think that is the Women's IC title match at Mania. So as long as we get there, as long as that happens within the Women's Rumble match, I'm going to be fine. I like the stare down between Bayley and Io Sky as well. I think they're 1 and 2. I have nothing to source that or credit that. I just have a feeling that, because, WWE loves doing other things. Like, I think the men's 1 and 2 is Penta and Rey, just because I just think that would be a lot of fun. I do think starting with one of the women's championship match from the Rumble winner last year as 1 and 2 would be fun. And it would be very, very engaging to see. And again, they've just done a really good job on making me want to see those 2 Rumble matches. Cody was really good. Punk was really good. Sammy was great too. I mean, we have to have big plans for him. I don't think he's winning. I think maybe, because I don't think he's going to help Kevin at the ladder match. I don't think he shows up at all. He loses. And then I think they're going to set up, the match between him and Drew was really good too. I'm glad that we're continuing this, that he just can't seem to beat Drew. And I think that does continue on at the Rumble as well, because I can see where Sammy is about to haluva kick Drew McIntyre out of the Rumble match, maybe Final 4 situation, if you will. And then as he's in the corner and he's waiting for Drew to get up, Kevin Owens pulls him out, and then that starts their road to WrestleMania. Because a lot of people are saying Sammy's going to turn heel. They said the same thing with Cody too. I didn't really read that. I just felt it as, hey, you have to go up as a champion, and the only way to go up is to be alone. And can you do that with, not changing your code within, your aura, your what makes you? And, it kind of goes back to his storyline on NXT when he was with Neville. And they were fighting each other, and he goes, Sammy, you don't have the kill shot, you don't have the kill shot. And then we got there. And again, I just really, really enjoyed the show. I really like to have seen Penta. Love what we did with the New Day as well. Love the spot where, his family came back. They were like, yeah, we're going to go to the show, but we're going to make sure we have jackets on. We're going to have shirts on that say New Day sucks. JD McDonough as well. What a warrior. I really like how the crowd, when he got up, they clapped for him as if he was like an injured player in the NFL. And they're like, okay, yeah, no, he's good. And then the warrior it out to take even more hellacious bumps throughout the whole entire match, and a really good World Tag Team title match. I wasn't looking forward to the match at all, to be honest with you, because I was just over it. I'm ready for the Judgment Day to just disband, and I don't really want them in the tag team picture anymore. But Dom and him have really good chemistry. The War Raiders are also really good too. It was a very fun first title defense. I did hear JD McDonough did pass out after the match, which, I guess rightfully so. I'm glad he is okay. He has a punctured rib. No, he has a punctured lung and 2 broken ribs, and he's going to be out for 2 months. We're all wishing the best for him. Again, just a warrior, mad respect. If he was to stay healthy, I think that probably could have been a moment that we could have really used to really send him off into the stratosphere, maybe get an IC title run. Looking forward to Penta versus Breaker. I did see that segment online because, I'm in America, so I don't get those segments that the international crowd does. But yeah, it was just a fun Raw. It was really good. It was a good go-home show, and again, it did what it needed to do. It got me excited to see the Royal Rumble on Saturday. I just cannot wait to see it. Just can't wait to see the sign up. It's my favorite time of the year, especially with WrestleMania being on my birthday this year for the first time ever. Just cannot wait for it. Let me know what y'all think about it down in the comment section. If you made it this far within the video, please leave a like. I do greatly appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button, as we are going on the road to WrestleMania together. So make sure you subscribe so we can talk about it all the way through. And until next time, guys, I'll see you here at Lemon Studios.